This is Jim Williams with the Hurricane City Tropical Update for August 6th, 5:30 p.m. Here's the HurTrack program zoomed in on tomorrow morning's forecast of Tropical Storm Colin, and the system will be moving due north at that time, and by the afternoon tomorrow, the tropical storm force wind should arrive in the island of Bermuda. If we zoom in on it, you'll see that the yellow circle indicates the gust up to tropical storm force. The countdown clock has been activated at Hurricane City, and it counts down till the tropical storm force winds arrive on the front page of Hurricane City next to the tracking chart. Anyway, let's go ahead and put this in motion. Now you'll see the aqua circle pop up here, and those are sustained tropical storm force winds which should reach the island around 8 p.m. tomorrow night, and then this starts to strengthen as it pulls away from Bermuda going into Sunday. And then the system races off into the northeast Atlantic, picking up its forward speed, and it should pass south of Newfoundland. Here's a webcam from Bermuda this evening, and the sun is setting there, and there looks like calm winds. This is from the north shore of Bermuda, a place called Commissioner's Point, and this is from just a little while ago. On the north shore of Bermuda, they should be getting some gusty winds. This tree over here to the right should be kicking around in the wind pretty good here tomorrow. But overall, this cam, by the way, can be found on the front page of Hurricane City. Just click on the Bermuda, word Bermuda next to the tracking chart, or the red dot on the tracking chart over Bermuda, and it takes you to the page with the webcams, weather observations, and news from the areas that are going to be affected tomorrow from Tropical Storm Colin. All right, here is the forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. Tomorrow evening affects Bermuda, and then Sunday pulls away from Bermuda. On Monday, it's well to the southeast of Nova Scotia, and then on Tuesday afternoon, this will be passing south of Newfoundland on its way out to sea. So it looks like right now this will not be affecting Newfoundland directly. Here are the models, pretty tightly clustered. Let me back off on this a little bit. Here are the models tightly clustered, taking it over or just west of Bermuda, and then south of Sable Island, Nova Scotia, and then south of Newfoundland as it heads out to sea. So there's a pretty good agreement amongst the models. Again, the GFDL picked up on this days ago, as this would recurve near Bermuda and head out to sea. The European did that as well. Here's the Invest 93L out in the East Atlantic. Again, most models keep the system pretty weak. The GFDL has it up to around 50, 55 knots in about 5 days from now. And this would be heading in the general direction of Bermuda, but it should be recurving out to sea at that time. And there's not really favorable conditions out in front of this either. There's upper level lows all over the place. Before we get to the water vapor loop, let me just show you the recon fixes we just pulled up. The hurricane hunters are currently flying out there right now on Colin, and they're finding northeast winds very light here, 10 millibars. Here we have on the backside northwest winds 20-25 knots. Real weak winds down here. So the right front quadrant is where all the winds are going to be, and as this passes over Bermuda, they'll get some really gusty winds, but it won't be anything near hurricane force, as we thought yesterday could be the possibility, because the GFDL indicated it could reach hurricane status when it gets near Bermuda. But now that possibility, due to the wind shear, is not going to happen near Bermuda, but it could happen further north in the Atlantic. All right, here's the floater loop of our system, and you can see the visible shot here of the circulation exposed well away from the convection. Here it is right there. There's the center of circulation. It's been basically bouncing all over the place while heading north today, but all the convection, again, off to the right. This is basically a carbon copy tropical update video from yesterday, and these high clouds here are whisking off to the northeast. That's southwesterly wind shear blowing the tops off, and the reason for that are these upper level lows. Here's the water vapor loop of the Atlantic Basin, and we have a lot of upper level lows out there spinning around, and that is unfavorable for tropical development. Here is Colin right here. There's an upper level low to the northeast of the system, which is causing southwesterly wind shear, and one to the southwest of it causing southwest wind shear. So a double barrel upper level low situation, just impacting Colin with 40 knots of shear right through the system. That is why it's not developing. This system down here that was formerly 92L has a little bit of a ridge of high pressure over it, but it's not really developing many thunderstorms near the would-be center down here. And this is going to head into Central America. And again, there's another upper low in the Gulf of Mexico, So even if this made it in the Gulf, it might have to tangle with unfavorable upper level winds. And again, we mentioned 93L out here. Not much going on with that. Another upper level out in front of it. That's causing southwest wind shear. So things are unfavorable in the Atlantic Basin right now. But again, the height of the season for the Cape Verde region is August 15th, and that'll last all the way through October 15th. So the 2-month stretch coming up on the 15th is where you really need to pay attention for systems making it across and strengthening. So right now we're not really at that height of the season yet. So this is not unusual for this time of the year. All right, that's it for now. We'll be back with another update maybe in a day or two. But check out the front page of Hurricane City. Click on Bermuda, and you can watch everything happen as it affects the island of Bermuda. Thank you again for visiting Hurricane City.